Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Oh, and the Princess of Discs, the Page of Pentacles. This is literally everything that we wish for, right? This is infinite. This is every possibility right at our fingertips, right? And yes, of course, we have all of this fire energy to help us manifest. But we also need balance. We also need to temper ourselves. We're getting maybe a little bit too eager. Look at all of this fire energy. Okay, whew, God, some water. Thank you. Good. We needed some water. We needed to temper things because we're getting a little bit too excited with all of this creative fire energy, these blessings, these miracles, these dreams that are coming through, these wishes that are being fulfilled. But let's do our mystery card. And we're going to select one card at random. This is from the Smith-Waite Tarot. One random card. We're going to set it down here, put the frog on top, and we're not going to look at that until the very end, all right? And hopefully that card will tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need at the end. This sweater is really itchy. Okay, so looking at our cards, we have major, 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 three majors. We've got a lot of fire. All of these are fire cards. Fire, 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 fire. We've got earth, earth. This is some Taurus energy. This is earth. Well, this is fire too. This is fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fire cards. We've got these 2 waters and 2 earth. So what is missing? Well, that earth or the air energy is missing, right? So that could be a good thing, right? Maybe we don't want any of this air energy. And well, honestly, we have just a little tiny touch of the air energy, okay? And that's good. Maybe it's just enough for us to communicate, but I feel like Cancer is going to be a person of very few words right now at this time. You're busy, right? We don't got time for idle chit-chats. We are working on the dream. We are manifesting. This is everything you've wished for. This is saying everything is yours, right? All of it. If you can dream it, you can do it. If you can wish it, you can manifest it. And the princess here, this card contains every other card. It contains the infinite universe, but in manifested form, kind of in seed form. You know, it is the all, right? It is everything in the universe. It is matter and antimatter. It is every force, every molecule and atom, every whatever, right? Every quark or string or whatever they think it is now. And so really it's just a matter of us focusing some of our energy. And honestly, we've got a lot of it. We've got a lot of this fire energy. We need to contain it. Right? We need to harness it. We need to focus it. So we need a little bit of the air energy, but really what we need is to temper some of this fire with some of this water so that we can achieve a very balanced approach. We can achieve the right mixture, right? It's an alchemical process now. And this is the Art or Temperance card. So let's talk about this one first. Or second, I guess. The Art or Temperance card. This is trying to create the right mixture of fire and water so that we have this, the perfect manifestation, right? The perfect experience. That's the everlasting life kind of thing. So that we can make gold, if you want to use that metaphor. But we have to have the right mixture of energies. We have to do things in proper order, right? You have to be focused and calm and balanced. You have to measure. You have to do things in order. You have to be patient. And that's so hard right now, to be patient. And that's why the alchemical texts can be a bit tedious, I think, because there are so many steps, and every step has its own process, its own series of steps just to do that one thing. So there's a lot going on. So we need all of the fire energy. We need to be vital and active and strong. We need to be awake and ready to go. But we also have to be patient. We have to be slow. We have to be kind of exacting. Yeah. We have to be a little calm, a little mellow. We have to just try to enjoy the ride, try to be patient. And I think that's hard, especially when we're on the path of the dove, because all of this is kind of happening right now. This is like all of the energy, all of the potential. This is our realization that everything we wish for is coming true. Well, this is some stuff that we have to do on the other side to kind of keep it balanced, right? This is kind of, this is like the outrigger of our boat, of our canoe, to keep things steady, keep things, flowing, keep it floating, I guess. So first thing we got to talk about, I guess, after the art and temperance, after that Princess of Pentacles, is us right now. And this is a very active card. This is a Prince of Wands. This is Air of Fire. It's active energy. Something that Cancers aren't really so used to. This may be for people who are, because this card, technically would represent the sign of Leo. So this maybe is for people who are kind of on the cusp, might have some experience with this. But if you're just a full-on Cancer, there's going to be a difficulty dealing with all of this fire energy, okay? Because it's kind of against our nature, right? But it's there, and it's a part of us. We're just not so used to it because Cancer is the cardinal water sign, so that's the fire of the water. So we can have these explosions of emotion, but when they're sustained, like with this Leo energy, with this Prince of Wands energy, when it's fire that is kind of long-lasting, it has a tendency to wear us out faster. We can handle the outbursts, and then the withdrawing, but a sustained fire like this is going to be a lot to handle, okay? So the little bit of air energy that we have here, I think, is our need to talk about it. I know that sounds silly, probably. But I feel as if we want to keep the fire going, right? We want to get all of this fire manifesting this earth energy. And we want to really do this. We want our wishes to become realities. We want all of these things to be fulfilled. And in order to do that, we need to sustain the fire energy. We need to temper it. We need to be able to handle it. So I think we have a little bit of air energy here saying that, look, you need to express this mentally, intellectually in some way. Write your thoughts and feelings down. Write down all of your anxiety, right? Write down all of this fire energy, or talk to your significant other. Express it in using words, right? So writing in a journal, typing things out on the computer or whatever, or talking to someone. Yeah. It goes a long way. Communicating it. But not just writing it down. You have to write it down and then you have to read it out loud, right? Maybe even record yourself reading it, or read it to yourself in the mirror or something, because it's about the two-way communication here, even if it's just more of a dialogue with ourselves. Getting all of your senses involved is going to be important, I think. Okay? Because this rush of fire energy, it's not what we're used to. It's not just an outburst and then a withdrawing. It is a sustained fire energy. And it's good, right? This is good, creative, spiritual fire. We've got to be able to handle it, right? We need to be a little bit insulated. We need to have ways of dealing with it so that we can continue to use it for all the right purposes. Yeah. And these purposes are this earth energy. So we need to feel kind of how we feel with the influx of energy. And I'm curious about this Emperor card in yesterday's energy. This is fire too. This is a cardinal fire sign energy. This is an Aries kind of energy. So I wonder, you kind of had like this Aries moment about you. I don't know if you, I don't know, I almost feel like you stood up for yourself in some way, or you just, in some way you took charge of something, right? Maybe this was a decision that you made, psychically, psychologically, spiritually, to take control of your life, to start making decisions in your own best interests, getting away from a job that wasn't working, or something that was a very bold move, right? You made that kind of emperor move recently. And I think that this really got the fire going. This got it started with this creative, spiritual fire. Now you realize how much you're capable of. Now you kind of feel like a boss now, right? We've got to be careful with this fire energy. Like I say, it could really burn us if we're not careful. So especially this emperor, we need to temper this with some water, with some discernment. We need to talk about it to get that kind of two-way interactive communication going. So maybe we can reflect. We need to reflect. We see on the path of the serpent these two water cards, which we really do need in order to achieve this balanced strategy that we have. This is our strategy for manifesting. Fire to earth is really what we want. We want the creative idea, and we want it to become a reality. We have our dream, our wish, and we have the fulfillment of that. All right. So we have to do everything necessary to make this happen, because this is all your. I feel like this is the best reading ever. Okay. I feel like it's a foolproof plan. Yeah. And what we see in the future is this Four of Pentacles, or discs, diamonds, coins. This is the very next step. What's right in front of you now is to get a nice foundation built. To get started on something, don't try to build the skyscraper right away, right? You can work on it, but you have to start at the bottom. You have to start at the ground floor, the foundation. Not even the first floor, but the floor underneath that. Right? You've got to build the foundation or build the basement first. So we want this stability. Okay, and this is we're kind of taking this fire energy and this water energy, we're combining it, and then we're gonna just do a little tester. Little tester. You're gonna build one, see if it works. Okay. Now we can really build the real thing and build it as high as we want and really go all out. This is, a chef in the kitchen who is trying to, and, with this Art or Temperance card, this is a lot about cooking. This is a lot about how we're putting together different ingredients, different flavors, different cooking methods to see what's going to give us the best result. And this is a lot of the water going in, a lot of the fire going in, and then our ingredients. Maybe what you're doing is in the kitchen. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool if it was. But we're creating a little bit of a tester. You're not going to make 500 of these things. You make one or two, you taste it, give it to someone else to taste. If it seems good, then you make 1,000 of them, right? Because what if you don't like it? What if it's not any good? What if we have to kind of revisit the plan, go back to the kitchen and mix in some different ingredients, So let's start in a very safe and controlled way of manifesting this. And that's why we need to temper that fire energy, because the fire energy just wants to rush and do it all right now. It's uncontrollable desire, enthusiasm, and confidence that might be a little overmuch. We need to temper that. Start small, right? Do it gradually. We don't need to go from 0 to 100, in the blink of an eye. We can slowly build up to it. And we got to start at the bottom. This is us building up. Do things in a step-by-step way, and then make sure that each level, each floor is stable and safe and secure and very strong, very well built, right? We don't want to cut any corners. Keep everything solid, yeah? So the future really is about you building, and to do this work, we need education. Really, we need discernment. We need a little bit of this air energy that we've got with the Prince of Wands, but then we also need this Hierophant energy. And now I'm skipping a couple cards here, but we need this Hierophant energy. This is the education. This is us learning the skills. We can just have all this fire and just rush through it all and get it done as fast as we can. It's going to be much more long-lasting and enduring. It's going to be a forever kind of thing if we do it the right way, and if we learn as we go and we get the education that we need, the training that we need. Maybe this is saying that, look, you're manifesting your dreams. Everything you wish for is happening, but you still have to educate yourself. You still have to train and practice. You might have to go back to school or learn some new techniques, or, whatever it is that's going to give you the best skills, the best chances of mixing this together properly and finding that magical elixir, right? That's going to turn everything into gold, metaphorically speaking. Now, down beneath everything, we didn't talk about the Princess of Wands yet. And this is that fiery impulse. This is what I was really just talking about. This is wanting to just rush forward. This is just, we're out there dancing in the middle of the freeway. Don't do that. You're out there just dancing around this sleeping tiger. Maybe you don't notice it. Maybe you don't care. It feels too good. You're having too much fun. It's this rush of fire energy, okay, that is has the potential to put you in harm's way. It could burn you. It could backfire. So this is the impulse. We get lit up with this inspiration, this prospect that, wow, this is all mine. My wishes are coming true. And you just want to take it all in right now. Well, we have to temper that. This is what we have to kind of calm down. We like this energy. This energy is good. We need it. Let's keep it. But let's keep it contained a little bit. Let's be smart about it, right? Let's not get carried away. Because it does have the potential to burn us. Now, it's kind of, it reminds me a little bit of this Emperor energy. Some of that's kind of just came into power like this, right? It's a recent thing where maybe you were put in charge of something. Maybe you recently started your own kind of business or whatever. You've assumed command of something in your life. And in the first few days or weeks or years or maybe forever, someone in that position could just go a little wild with their power and with their authority, right? And that's what we need to calm down, because that's when we make mistakes. That's when our approval rating really goes down the toilet, right? So we need to be calm. Let's not go crazy right away. Let's be smart. And you're doing exactly that, because as we move to the path of the serpent, we see this 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is your character. It is your integrity. This is your knowledge of self. This is all of the spiritual work that you've ever done that now gives you a sense of who you are. You have an ego. You have this creative will. You are fire, but we have boundaries now. We know that, yes, we are this creative fire. We are this very important person. We are the center of the world, the center of the universe. Everything revolves around me. But that is also true of everybody else. So doesn't make us special. We are special. We're the center of the world, center of the universe. Everything revolves around me. But at the same time, you're not. And I think that you have this kind of paradoxical knowledge, this gnosis, right? This knowledge of self, this... You're able to hold both of these in your mind at the same time. And this is kind of what we need with this fire-water balance, with this art or temperance card. The fire is all ego, center of the universe. I'm the one that's burning bright and shining. And then we have the water that says, I'm humble, I'm compassionate, I'm willing to give to others. I'm willing to acknowledge that everyone else is the center of the universe too. Right? So we need that we need that humility. We need to remember that our experience is only our own. No one else has the same experience that we do. Okay? And you know that. I think you've got a really good head on your shoulders, right? I think you're very spiritually in tune. I think that you have a tremendous respect for yourself and for other people. I think that this also, though, is related to this Emperor energy in that you're confident in yourself. You know, you have boundaries that you won't let other people cross, right? So you're not just water. We're not just yielding. We're also fire. So there's this balance. There's this confidence, but there's this humility, right? That's exactly what we need. And this is your set of principles, your own personal moral compass, you know. And I think we need to remember this. I mean, this is in your general energy. This is important. It's something to stay in tuned with because this is going to help us navigate all of this excitement, all of the confidence and the enthusiasm that comes from us manifesting all of this. Now, we talked a little bit about the Hierophant. I think that there is some sort of, maybe some kind of training that you're involved with or specializing. This is something where part of you manifesting this is also being of service to others, you know. And I think that's where we start because, I mean, it's leading us up the path of the serpent here. So after this Hierophant, we get to these water energies. So I think that whatever work you're doing now, I think we need to also give back, right? We need to figure out how we can be of service to others, how we can either use what we're gaining or make it part of our work to give to others, to give back, to be kind, to help others, you know, to be of service. So now we've got this Queen of Cups. It's in the position of what we don't want. This is the difficult thing. This is the real introspection. This is digging really, really deep down inside of ourselves, which is something Cancer is good at, but I feel like Cancers don't really like to do it. This is the insight into yourself, into your own motivations. This is you discovering both your light and your shadow. Right? This is discovering how we are no better than anyone else, how we can that we can connect with everybody because underneath all of everything, at the very, very core, we're all suffering the same, right? We're all kind of we're all part of the same struggle. We are all part of the same network of life. Right, even underneath all of the struggles. So there's a real depth to you, and there is a reminder, I think, here of not just to stay on the surface. You know, let's really do the work. Let's really investigate ourselves. Let's really dive all the way down, because that's going to be a humbling experience. And I think you're going to find you at the bottom of this, right? You're going to find probably more of this fire energy. You're going to find your Emperor, you know, at the bottom of all of this. But it's going to be a rather humbling experience. So the Queen of Cups here is kind of us returning to source, right? It's kind of like the crab is returning to the sea for a while, you know. It's been out in the world doing doing things, I don't know what. But then just has to go back down to the bottom and just kind of remember where you came from. Remember like our humble origins, that sort of thing, right? And I think that this is really important for you to do. It's kind of checking in with self. It is going home again, right? Returning to ourselves, the simplicity, the humility of our lives, just the humble origins. I don't know how else to say this, right? It's going to be a lot, this fire energy, okay? And I think what Spirit is really communicating is, let's not forget where we came from. Let's not forget who we are. Let's not forget what we're all about, okay? Now, the final card that we see is this Knight of Cups. This is the Cancer energy in action. This is fire of water. This is the cardinal water card. So this is then, after you've taken this kind of deep dive into the water, this is you now leaping out above the surface of the water, just kind of leaping out of the ocean with that holy grail, that cup, with yourself, with your future, with the fire energy, right? Fire of water. So this is you succeeding. This is you, again, just kind of leaping out of the surface of the water in triumph. You know, like a whale or something, where you see a whale jump. It's a very like awe-inspiring sight, you know. I'm from San Francisco, so I've, seen this once or twice. And it's a magical thing, right? To see a whale leap out of the ocean like that. And I feel like this is kind of your triumph. This is your moment, you know. This is everything you wish for. This is it. This is the best. This is the best thing. And I like that this card represents Cancer, because this is the triumph that Cancers want and deserve and need, but I feel like you don't always get it, you know? So when this opportunity happens, you need to take advantage of it. You need to do it the right way, maximize it. Really, really work on this tempering of ourselves with this fire and water blend, because this is a real connection with creativity and intuition, right? With ego and with soul and self, with external and internal, right? With pride and confidence, and also humility and humbleness. And I think that's going to create the perfect experience for you, the perfect future. Let's look at the mystery card before we get too long in this video. Thank you, Frog, for helping us out here. I'm excited for this. What should this be? I would like to see some kind of a fire and water blend, but we already see that. We see a lot of fire and water blending already. You know, we've got that here, we've got that over here. But maybe one more kind of blending together, or maybe it's just going to be a celebration. Maybe it's just going to be the party at the end, right? Let's find out. We've got the Chariot. The Chariot is your patron card. So the Chariot is the Cancer energy that has gone home and is now prepared, right? This is kind of maybe after you leap out of the water in triumph with yourself, you know, with Spirit, with your fire in your hand, with your holy grail. Now we're really ready, right? Now we're a fully realized human being. We are fully in our just perfect Cancer energy. Now we are ready for this future. Now we're ready to be immersed in all of these manifested wishes, right? This was kind of all of the wishes coming true and how we're going to deal with all of that energy. And this is us now with all of this reality, claiming it, using it, activating it, right? Making the absolute best of the time that's coming for us. So we're fully confident in ourselves. We know who we are. We know what we're about. We know what we're capable of. We're owning it. We're using it. We're expressing it in the best possible way, fully integrated. A whole, complete person. Fully activated self. this is really nice. This is the perfect confirmation. Not only did we have Cancer energy in action, but we've got Cancer energy in spirit, in archetype. It is fully activated. This is your time, Cancer. There is this is going to be the best thing ever for you. Everything that you wish for, right? And of course, we need to keep in mind this Three of Wands. This is kind of saying, look, we have to know what to wish for. You get maybe three, maybe with the Three of Wands, it's saying you get 3 wishes. It's kind of this, it's kind of this irony almost that says you've got to be careful what you wish for. You only have 3. Let's make them count. I don't think you really literally only have 3. I think it's just kind of symbolic of knowing what we're doing, right? Being in control, thinking ahead for sure, right? Having those boundaries, having that kind of moral compass to know how we want to do this. All of the energy is here. Let's activate it. Let's claim it. Let's do it. I'm very excited. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, just click on the link that's right up there. You'll have access to all of the extended readings, not just for Cancer, but for every sign. So you can cross-watch. You can check your other placements. I really want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member to the channel and for watching this video. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, for sure. Thank you for taking this journey with me. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.